If you were with me last video, we started with letter A. Today we are going to get into letter B. I definitely find letter B to be a trickier letter to draw visually to get it right. So I'm going to give you a few tips and we will get started here. So if you've downloaded the worksheet from the caption, you can follow along. So I'm going to start on my practice layer. We're going to start with our simple serif B. So go ahead and just trace my line. And then what most beginners get wrong about a B is they just go like this, or they make it perfectly symmetrical. And depending on style choices, that's not wrong. But if we are drawing kind of a classic letter B, it actually starts with a straight line. And then here we call the waist of the middle B, of the letter B is at the middle. It is actually slightly higher than center. So this bottom bowl of the B is bigger than the top, and that's just going to help it look more balanced and proportional. And then this is also closer in than this. This should stick farther out. And again, these are rules you can break, but if we are talking about more classic styles, that is true. A perk of Procreate is also that we can use the arc feature, and then you can even click edit arc and kind of play with it. I like to angle my page to kind of get that nice arc. So that alone is going to have you getting some better looking Bs. And then this time, instead of bringing it over and drawing a new letter, actually I will keep doing that. So we'll just duplicate it, bring it over. If you were working on paper, you're just going to do another sketch right on top of your current B. So now we're just going to thicken it up a bit, just like we did yesterday with the A. So I'm going to make my downstroke slightly thicker, and then all my cross strokes and my upstrokes will be slightly thinner. So again, if you're working on Procreate, go ahead and use that straight line to your advantage. So you're just going to come 2 straight lines, and then the middle. I kind of like to start with all these elements like you can see here and then do my arcs last. And then after I add my color fill, that is when I'll kind of refine the edges and where those straight lines meet my curve lines to make them a little more smooth. Like this will probably need to come out a little more. And then again, these are going to be, right here is going to be a little thicker. So sometimes I'll make myself a little guideline and just kind of then connect them, because again, we can always redraw our letter. Even if you're working on paper, you can use tracing paper to redraw it. You can just keep refining. So that one looks a little unbalanced to me already. It's going to need to be thickened up. So usually I like to fill it, and then I can see a little better where things need refining. All right, so something like that. Again, in real time, I would keep playing with this a lot longer, but I want these videos to be quick and easy for you to fit into your day while still teaching you some good tips and basics. If you are going to add a serif, I usually just then add a straight line off the corner. Again, you can click edit line and move it up a little, and then draw that straight, and then I'm just gonna bracket it over. And again, this is just one style of serif. There are many, many styles. We're keeping it kind of classic with this series. All right, so then we've got a serif B that does need a little refining still, but you get the basic idea. So with the letter B, same thing, you're gonna draw a straight line and then kind of like 3/4 of a circle. All right, so now I'm gonna work off this same letter B as if I was drawing on paper. So I'm just gonna thicken up my downstroke, and then again, thinner at the top, whiter on the down, thinner at the bottom. And then I would either close off the bottom of my stem of my letter here if I were just drawing a sans serif letter. And then again, I can refine it a bit. And then if I'm doing a serif, I'll add that straight line, draw my serif, and then either color it in or drag and drop my color. And then again, I usually sit and refine things, kind of make my arcs a little smoother, and spend a lot of time just kind of getting nitpicky about it. For the script letter B, now these are just how I've drawn them. I kind of went with the style I draw in, usually kind of my handwriting cursive style. So I started with a curved line kind of like that. And then you can see my B is actually lower than is ideal, but I think with a script letter, sometimes that is okay, it works. And then again, you're just going to thicken up those downstrokes. And again, if you're not sure where those are, I have the arrow guides for you here. And again, I'm just always thinking about kind of visually balancing my letters. So I'll kind of fill and then refine and kind of go by what I think is going to look nicest. So kind of just learn to trust your gut and go with what you think looks best. Whoops, come on, color. Round things out as you feel like you need to. Adding and taking away is so easy in Procreate. I've just learned to really love lettering digitally. So that would be your uppercase letter B, and then almost the same process for your lowercase, especially since these are kind of drawn in the same style. So my skeleton, and then again, I'm trying to kind of match the design and width of my letter up top. And then we've got our thin line, thick, thin. And then again, do any refining you need to. And then you've got your several different letter styles. So it's really just the same exact process. Frame, add weight, add serifs optionally. Even with the script, we are drawing the frame and adding weight. And then if you have seen some of my work, I like to blend the serif and script letters sometimes. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I can direct you to some of my tutorials that kind of blend those together. But again, we're keeping it beginner for these tutorials. We don't want to get too fancy, so we're keeping it quite basic for each of these letters. So again, your level up tips with your B are the bottom bowl comes out farther than your upper bowl, and then this is slightly higher than center. So this takes up more space than this. I will see you for letter C. I would show you a preview, but I haven't drawn the worksheet yet. So if you missed yesterday, you can go back to letter A, start there, and then we'll work our way through the alphabet. You can skip any letters you're comfortable with, but like I said, I will be giving you kind of a level up tip for every single letter of the alphabet on just how to kind of make it look more balanced and precise, and then you'll be able to break the rules and make really fun, playful lettering once you're done with this series.